tape would work too.
I want to see the stick 'em.
That's okay.
I got stick 'em.
Currently in the ring is the Dairy Goat Show.
One's a yearling and one's a...
This is the first call for Class 1 yearling wether of pygmy goats. Please be ready at ringside.
Going to leave them like they stand. I think that the doe that's in milk is just extremely good. I love how tall she is at the point of her shoulder. She's feminine. She's long-bodied. She has a great udder attachment. I'd like to change her teat placement just a hair, but I think that one is extremely good for her type and kind. The La Mancha appearing doe, just a really intriguing doe. This one's high at the top side of her shoulder. I'd like to drop her in her loin and elevate her chine just a bit, but I think that one's ultra good. Her mammary system for a junior kid is extremely nice as well. Her teats are long and round, just a really nice doe that's going to project to have a great udder attachment as well. Just a really nice pair of does. If you would, give them a nice round of applause.
In first place, Jessica Millsap, and in second place, Hannah Yant. Now entering the ring is Class 1 yearling wether of the pygmy goats.
No, you're fine. I just wouldn't swear if I were you. So much cooler. Yeah, huh? Pardon me.
Currently in the ring is Class 1 of the pygmy goats. This is the first call for Class 2. Please be ready.
Put your goat's head this way.
We have a nice weather out here. Just extremely healthy, extremely good coat on him. The exhibitor knows quite a bit about the goat. He's more Nigerian dwarf appearing than a pygmy goat, but just a really nice goat as far as health and structural build goes. Definitely deserves a blue ribbon.
In first place, Francis Ruiz. Next in the ring is Class 2.
Good job, sweetie. So I'll have you exit, and then we're gonna have a drive right after. So stay close, okay? So now I need Taylor and Reese. Go, Taylor. Stay close, Francis. You're gonna come right back in after this.
Currently in the ring is Class 2. Following this is the champion Pygmy Goat Drive.
I think we're going to just call this particular division a dwarf division or pygmy division because we got a Nigerian up here in the front. But I think when you evaluate this guy as far as structural build and integrity and just balance and condition, this guy's extremely good. Nothing to take away from the pygmy weather that comes second. I just think this guy is a little bit sounder in his structure and just a little bit better as far as particular breed goes. Our pygmy weather that comes second, I like this guy an awful lot. I like his attitude. He has a pretty neat attitude. You touch him on his back, he kind of checks you out. Extremely healthy, good feet, good legs on him. I just like to make him a little bit wider based, and for a pygmy, he has quite a bit of white on him, but still a really nice goat. Young lady that shows this thing does an exceptional job, knows a lot about her project. Congratulations to both of you.
In first place, we have Taryn Mitchner, and in second place, Reese Buffington. Now in the ring, we will have your champion drive Pygmy Goat show.
I think if we hash these things out as far as particular breeds and as far as what they are, there's a good lineup out here in our front line. Two goats that honestly are very similar. One's just a little bit better in his structural build and carries a little bit more type as far as the breed, but I think both of them are extremely good. All three exhibitors do a really nice job getting their projects exhibited out here. They know a lot about their projects. All three of these goats are in exceptional health for wethers. I commend you on that, because sometimes these dwarf breeds or pygmy breeds want to get a little bit too chunky, and you guys have held them together extremely good. If you guys would, give them a nice round of applause, and I'll pick you a champion in reserve.
Congratulations, your champion pygmy goat to Taryn Mitchner. And reserve champion goes to Francis Ruiz.
Great job, girls. Good job, Reese.
Now entering the ring is pygmy goat showmanship.
We having fun yet?
Now entering the ring are your primary pygmy goat showmen.
Well, it's truly been an honor to be able to sort through you guys as individual kids, and I admire you guys. And agricultural is strong with a group of kids like this out here in the ring. It makes me proud as a parent to see young kids that have a passion for their animal and know so much about them, and I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. It means a lot to your parents too, for you guys just taking the effort and having the bravery to come out here and show your animals today. It's very important. When you guys leave this ring, make sure you tell your parents thank you for giving you the opportunity to come out here and buying your uniforms and getting your goat ready. Very important. All you got to do is say thank you and on to the next show, on to the next project. I'm a huge believer in knowing where you stand in life, and I know that everybody's going to get a participation ribbon, but I think it's very important that we continue to work hard, and there should be champions in life. There should be second places in life. Those second places should thrive to be champions. I'm going to pick a champion in reserve to the two that I think were the best two showmen out here. Nothing to take away from the others, just little things that I think that we need to work on as far as getting those goats presented a little bit better and going home and practicing a little. So if you guys would, as parents, advisors, and spectators, give these kids a big round of applause, and I'll pick you a champion in reserve.
Congratulations to all of our primary showmen. Next in the ring, we have our novice pygmy goat showmanship. Now entering the ring is the novice pygmy goat showmanship. This will be followed by juniors. Please be ready.
We have two good showmen out here, solid showmen that know exactly what they need to do as far as fundamentals. I think there's just slight differences between the young lady with the pygmy wether and the young lady with the Nigerian wether. The young lady with the pygmy wether, she's going to be first. I think she does a really nice job. knowing where I am at all times, good eye contact, and she likes to get this goat's head up and over the top of his shoulder as much as she possibly can, and it makes that goat look more like a show goat. Young lady that's going to be second, really nice job as well. I just want to see that goat straighter in line when we get him set up. If we could kick his hip towards the fence just a notch, it would make that goat look a little bit more presentable, but you do a really nice job, and I appreciate your eye contact as well.
In first place, we have Reese Buffington, and in second place, Francis Ruiz.
Taryn, you ready? No, not yet.
Good job, girls.
Now in the ring, we'll have the junior pygmy goat showmanship.
Follow Taryn. They're going to roll up to you.
As we bring the young lady at the front of the line in, she steps up the competition just a notch. With that said, I like her poise, and I like the way that she gets this his head and neck stretched up over the top of his shoulder. She sets his loin down in him, so it gives him a little bit more dairy type for his particular breed. Even though he's a wether, I think she does a really good job as far as getting that one presented. She's going to win the class. It gets a little closer for second like it did in their particular or class or division, whatever you want to call it, but I still think the young lady with the pygmy wether does a phenomenal job as far as keeping that one's head up, much like our class winner. She's going to be second. Young lady in the middle, she'll be third.
In first place is Taryn Mitchner. Second place is Reese Buffington. And third place, Francis Ruiz. Now entering the ring is novice dairy goat showmanship.
We have a single entry showman out here. I think she does a really nice job getting this one walked, keeping her head up over the top of her shoulder, and getting this one set up. I think, young lady, if when you go to set this goat up, if you would get more pressure back over the top of her shoulder when you set the hind legs, it'd make her hind legs stick in the sand a little bit better, but that's getting pretty critical. I like a lot of the things that you do. I like how kind and polite you are to that doe without giving her a good jerk, letting her have some patience and letting her find her feet underneath of her. Very important to me as a stockman. I appreciate that you do that. Congratulations.
In first place, Hannah Yont. Next, we have Advanced Dairy Goat Showmanship.
I think we have two Dairy Queens out here that own this ring for sure, and I wish they had more competition because I think they do an excellent job as far as showing a dairy animal very well. Their fundamentals are great. They're kind to the livestock. They do a really nice job knowing where their feet and legs need to be. The young lady in the FFA jacket, the way she gets this doe's head up and keeps her head straight, keeps her body aligned, extremely good. Feet placement is about perfect every time. At times her front leg wants to come forward just a bit, but I think that's okay. I think that her shoulder assembly and shoulder line is extremely good. She does a lot of things that I really like, and she's going to be our champion today. Young lady right behind her, like I said, in that particular novice class she was in, a lot of things that she does. I appreciate how kind she is to the livestock. You can tell this doe has a really good home. If you guys would, give them a nice round of applause to round out our dairy show.
In first place is Jessica Millsap, and in second place, Hannah Yont. And that concludes our Dairy Goat Showmanship.